Okay, welcome everyone to another edition of Q&A for the New Heart of Gaming. I'm Mark Starkey. I'm going to be here for a while, so anything you want to come and ask about the New Heart of Gaming venue, feel free to post here and I'll answer it as best as I can. I'll do my best to keep it interesting. Thanks very much. Hey Ashley, how's it going? MAGA make arcade. I wonder if that whole make insert whatever great again is actually gonna, be a thing for a very long time. I can see it happening. Audios and visuals are good. Good, very reassuring, because when I clicked go live just now, it said you have a weak signal, so I was like, oh, great. Okay, good. Yeah, so like I said, anything you guys want to know, ask away. Hello, Jason Harris. I'm back, and this time I'm bringing my caps lock. Good, good. What are your opinions on Cucumber? Yeah, I don't mind it. I like Cucumber. It's good. I used to have it as an addition to like my BLTs. Even though obviously there's no mention of Cucumber in the initials and everything. It's nice. It's nice. I like Cucumber. Hog likes Cucumber as well, if that helps. Would you like to know what I think about, like, other vegetables as well? Mushrooms suck. Do not have pineapple on pizza. What would happen if a car made of diamonds drove really fast into a wall made of diamond? Whoa, mind-boggling. I guess the car would have more, the car-based diamonds would have more of an impact on the wall of diamonds simply because it has momentum, whereas a wall of diamonds is just like sitting there. The car of diamonds is accelerating towards. Hope that helps. Oh, the internet. Make Cucumber great again. When did it stop being great, Jason? I really dug myself a hole by saying ask me anything, haven't I? As long as it's not where do babies come from, you've got Google for that. Should we make a hashtag make hog great again? I'm gonna say no, simply because there's obviously still quite a lot of salt left in a lot of people's mouths regarding the whole that campaign in the US, etc., etc. It sounds better than it looks, I think. Did I get that the right way around, or does it look better than it? Either way, might not be a good idea. Dean Covington, what was the location at Shepherd's Bush before? As in, where were we prior? That was North Acton, in a warehouse of all places, approximately sort of 5 or so minute walk from the tube station. Great venue, etc., etc. But unfortunately, few floors, and we've got to move forward. Anthony Thomas Clifford, how you doing, dude? Hey Mark, are you getting KOF 14 arcade or Stepmania in the near future? The problem with KOF, I mean, we can place it in arcade machines. If you actually mean, are we getting the arcade version? Typically, they tend to be behind the console version. It's different to how it was before. In the effect of arcades always used to be superior to home consoles with the ports they made, and these days it's the other way around. So pretty unlikely on the arcade version. But I hope you're doing well, dude, and I look forward to seeing you again, man. Congratulations on the new job, by the way. Johnny Dunkley, the new hog location is across from Weatherspoons. Absolutely, 110% correct, Johnny. I think the area where we got is inside the shopping centre is a perfect location. It's right next to the Weatherspoons. It's next to the cinema. It's next to the Chinese restaurant there, which is a very good quality one, by the way. Check out the folder on the Facebook page that will show you the some pictures that I took to show just generally the vibe and the area. Ashley Ashimon Shaw, did you like the board and cab I sent you? Yes. X-Men vs Street Fighter. It's a good game, but I'm pretty sure we already have that. I just never put it on because no one ever asked for it, but thanks anyway. Dean Covington says, oh, I meant what was at the new location before you took over. Sorry. Oh, no problem, Dean. What it was actually a, I think it was a bingo hall, I'm told. And like us, they decided, you know, they had to fit all their own electrics, do all their own building work, etc., etc. But then they never actually used it. And I'm guessing this is because, you know, they signed up and then they realized, well, the internet is big now for gaming, it's big for gambling, etc. And it was just never used. They paid the bills on it, and then as soon as the contract ran out, they closed it down, gutted everything, and in effect left it for us. What have you been playing lately? Any recommendation? A lot of Nirvana, some Guns N' Roses. In terms of games, sadly, I've not had much of a chance to sort of do anything in the way of video gaming, simply because I'm just too tied up with hog stuff and things in my private life, etc. But you know, one game I don't stop hearing about these days seems to be Overwatch. A lot of the hog staff are very sort of big on that, so if you're not already playing it, I'd definitely give it a try. When enough people say a game is good, there has to be some degree of truth to it. Okay, Annabelle Parkins. I've never gone to hog before, but I've always been interested. What's there at the moment? Unfortunately, an empty warehouse, if you're talking about the previous place. And the new place is just a shell unit, which we're sort of waiting to, we're waiting to move into, do up, and open up to the public. Keep an eye on the Facebook page, Annabelle, and you'll see all about that as it comes up. Any new games we can expect to see at Hog, and that you are most excited to finally play? Number of rhythm games, things such as Pop and Music, Drum Mania, really sort of very keen on those. In terms of the backlog of titles, we have a lot of the stuff from the 90s, the beat 'em ups, some of the platformers. I'm always open to providing what people are interested in playing, so, if you have any recommendations, maybe, suggest them to me. We can see what I can, weigh it out, basically, price of the board, because some of these old games cost a lot of money and won't necessarily attract a big audience. It's all got to kind of be kept in context, but yeah, always open to suggestions. Okay, Concha Fernandez, do you guys have a website or a list of the games available at the venue? Okay, the website is currently pretty basic. That's going to be overhauled in time for the new opening. There aren't lists basically at the moment. Rather embarrassingly, this is one of the things that I never got round to doing at the old Heart of Gaming, which was cataloging absolutely everything and then making like karaoke style booklets, so that we could, give them to our customers the same way you do in karaoke. You look through the references, you choose a song. We want to make it so you can instantly have a flick through and see if the software that you want is there or not, and if it's not, let us know. Tyler Ives, when you're back upon, how does cost work? Like, do I pay entry or is it a time thing or what? Each game costs an amount to play. No, good question, Tyler, but no, we don't. I think the coin operated side of things is very 1980s/1990s. It doesn't really work now. It's difficult to get people out of their house and make them travel and then change up shameless amounts of money in order to be able to play old games. The way we do it, the way we've done it in the past, we charge one price on entry and then everything is free to play for the entire day. So how early or however late you get there will determine how much time you have. The pricing system is being overhauled for the new building. We're going to make it a lot more versatile, so that there's something in there that sort of benefits everyone. Ultimately, the people who come back, the immediate community who want to visit frequently, we're going to have ideas in place for them so that they can sort of get the most value for money out of the place. Okay, I'd agree, it doesn't have the same market. I want to go for the people more so than the games. I absolutely 100% agree. The games are very important because they're the backdrop, you know, and the scene, the ambience, it is important. But ultimately, you know, as someone who's been in the arcade scene for over 25 years, I completely know what you mean. It is the people. The environment helps. The environment is as important, but I don't... For me, it was all about the people. All about the people. Okay. Also, I love that it's pay entry, as I much prefer to know how much my day is going to cost me. This is exactly my thinking. You know, I think in this day and age, we're offered a lot of video gaming experiences for very cheap. You know, we can download games for literally pennies off of the internet, etc. So we really do have to make it good value for people. You know, we do need to get them in and let them see that they are in effect, you know, they're not so much paying to game, more paying for the experience. But it's important that people are able to budget for that. You know, you want to kind of leave your house knowing, right, I've allocated this much money for this game session today. I don't really want to go over this amount, and you know, once you pay your fee on the door, you won't have to worry about the games costing you any extra money. Whether or not you choose to order some like royalty pizza with everything on top of it that pushes your budget through the roof is of course down to you. Okay guys, we seem to have caught up on the questions, so yep, keep them coming. Share the link, etc. If there's anything you want to ask, you know, related to the heart of gaming, or even me, to a certain degree, feel free. Richard Spencer wants to know, because it's in a shopping centre, will it have to close early at like 6 PM when the other shops do? Absolutely, very good question. Thankfully, the answer is no. I mean, one of the first things that I kind of looked at when, you know, we went to have a look at this unit was, okay, well, let me see, you know, if it's going to sort of, well, probably castrate some of the things that we used to offer to other people, the overnight sessions being a thing, of course. The good news is that West 12 is a very communal shopping centre. You know, they're very supportive of what we do, and they encourage the businesses in there to benefit off each other. Now, for example, the cinema in there, the cinema closes at 12 o'clock. Sorry, the last showing on Fridays and Saturdays, I believe, is midnight, meaning that people would still need to exit the building come 2 o'clock in the morning. We've been told that we don't have any limitations on the upper area, realistically, for what time we want to open. And the good news being, the exceptionally good news being, we will be able to host 24-hour events. That's been cleared with the security. They're more than happy to support us on that. Thanks for asking. Come on, guys. I know there's things you want to ask. Don't be shy. No problem. Thanks for asking, Richard. Share the good news, my friend. Romina Pyro. You must have heard that I mentioned Overwatch just now. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, Overwatch shows no signs of dissipating or you know, decreasing in its player base. As I said, you know, a lot of people at Hog are kind of singing its praises to me. So yeah, let's hope that let's hope the audience is still there by the time we get open, and if we do, we'll push it as hard as we can. Daniel Pepper, what was the location? Did you say Westfield? No, easy mistake. There are two shopping centres in Shepherd's Bush. One of them is called West 12. That's where we'll be based. It's smaller and a lot easier to navigate around. The other one is the high-end shopping centre, which is huge, called Westfield. We will be in West 12. Jordan Roberts, what would happen if the Hog Indiegogo campaign doesn't get funded? Okay, that's an absolutely perfectly fair question. The situation being is that there are people who are prepared to invest, companies, etc. A number have approached me, not only recently but in the past. I feel that because the Hog was made off of the backs of players and their contributions, not just, you know, paying on the door, but also a number of other things, everything from sort of helping with building work to clearing up the place, emptying the Trocadero in order to get all the old equipment, you know, out, etc. I felt that it was fair to kind of leave it in their hands first by doing the crowdfunding campaign, you know. And as it says on the crowdfunding campaign, at the end of the day, if it doesn't, you know, if it doesn't reach fruition, we're still going to proceed. It's the real purpose of it, as I said, is just to give the opportunity to kind of keep it democratic and have majority of the say with its audience base. Now, that's not to say that, you know, no one's going to get anything they want if we do have to take it, if we do take on investors. As I said, it's really just the way that it's courtesy, if nothing else. What about fighting games or tournaments? Absolutely. You know, we've hosted loads in the past. Hiristos. Sorry, now the questions are overtaking me. Well, yeah, we've done plenty of fighting game tournaments. Everything from, you know, the old Street Fighters on the arcade machines, you know, through the PS3 and 360 era, and now we'll be concentrating, obviously, quite heavily on the PS4. And secondarily the Xbox One in terms of fighting games tournaments. There will be a casting booth, there will be an esports area. Tournaments are definitely going to play a big part in what comes next.